Well, greetings and good morning, Business 88 students. This is Mr. Doucette, and I will be your instructor for Business Communications Spring 2026 here at Chaffey College. I've been teaching at Chaffey College since 2018. I've been teaching this class mostly, well, actually Business 10, Business 45, and then Business 88. But I taught this class a lot on campus in the early days. But since then, I've been hired full-time at Norco College. I teach there as well as Chaffey, and so I still teach both places. But I'm excited. I love this class. I was able to, like I said, teach it a couple times in person and then pretty much been doing it online every semester. But this class is business communication, so you're going to learn how to communicate, obviously, in a business context. It deals a little bit with presentation, so you'll be doing a presentation early on in the class. It also deals a little bit with business writing, actually quite a bit. The whole middle module is all focused on business writing. And so you'll be learning about how to write a memo, how to write an email, how to write a letter, how to format those documents. And then you'll be learning kind of a crash course in business writing as we focus on that level of communication within the workplace. And then we'll also be looking a little bit at employment communications, things like resumes, cover letters, interview skills, stuff like that. That'll be the last module of the class. So this video is a welcome video, but I have to warn you that unfortunately, if you've tried to log into the class this morning, I was unable to get the class reset in time to get it launched by this morning, but I expect to have that all done this morning and it should be up by midday at the latest. What happened was I accidentally imported the wrong class into the module in Canvas actually over a week ago. And then I sent in an email to the help desk saying, hey, can you reset my module? And I didn't see that they had sent me an email back actually just a couple days ago saying I needed to contact distance education to get it reset. So I didn't do that until Sunday morning. And it had not been reset as of last night. So I'm hoping they're going to do it first thing this morning. I'll load in the right class, I'll update it quickly, and then I'll launch it so that way you guys can get started on your assignments. So keep that in mind. I will go ahead and show you, however, our homepage and how to log into Canvas as well as our homepage in Canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm in there now, but I'm going to go ahead and log out here because I want to show you how to log in. So what you're going to want to do is basically just go to chaffey.edu, and that's going to bring you to the Chaffey homepage. This is how you log in. Oh, I don't think I shared my screen, so let me do that real quick. I'm going to go here. All right. So now I'm sharing my screen. So I logged into the Chaffey College website. And if you notice right here at the top is a My Chaffey login. So just select that. And that's going to bring you to the My Chaffey page. Now, I don't know if you have to log into this page or not. For me, it automatically goes in there, but I may have already been logged in. If you do need to log in, it's typically either your email address as your username, and then it's, I believe, your first digit of your first name and the first digit of your last name, and then your student ID, at least if that's the first time you're ever logging in. And it's the same thing if you're trying to get into Canvas, and that's where we want to go. This is a cool page, though. There's a lot of stuff in here. Yours won't look like mine. Yours will be different, but there's all kinds of resources and all kinds of ways in which you can connect to things going on campus right here. Also, personal things like your account balance and registration things. So it's really a great resource if you've not logged in there yet. But right here is Canvas. I'm going to go ahead and select Canvas, and you'll see that on yours as well. And that's going to bring me to the login for Canvas. So mine's, again, my email address and my password that I've already set up. I have a two-factor verification, so that's going to automatically let me do that because it's all set up that way. And then it brings me to my Canvas dashboard. And this is where our class will be hosted. And if you notice, our class isn't here. This is the other class I'm teaching. If I scroll down, it's unpublished because it's not reset yet. So I'm waiting for them to reset it so that way I can load the correct class into it. So this is our class right here. If I select that class, you will see that this is our home page. So basically, I've done everything to where you can navigate our class on the home page. Now, it will look just like this. However, there's nothing beyond this on this particular class that I'm showing you right now. There's no modules, there's no assignments, things like that. This is just so I could get you started. But it'll look like this, and basically the way that I laid out the class is this is a navigation slide or page. So if you ever get lost, just come up here to the home button. it'll bring you back to here, and then you kind of know where you're at. It also is a great place to find everything. So first off, you have the four red circles in the middle. That's the four. This class actually has three modules, not four. So this is incorrect. But basically, that's the modules that we're working on. They're based on the dates. So we'll have the first module will last about 5 weeks or so, 4 or 5 weeks. Then the second module will last another 4 or 5 weeks. And then the last module will last 3 to 4 weeks. And so whatever dates there are, whatever modules we're in based on the dates, that's where we're at the moment as far as working through assignments. So you can basically click on any of these to get to that module when you need to. You're going to want to start, however, in module number 1. There's also a welcome module that when you click start here, it's going to give you a welcome page. I'll show you that. And then the welcome page welcomes you to the college. This is still set up for the Business 45, but it'll have all the information about the class. It'll have that it's an online class, the textbook. And again, this textbook's not free, but it is low cost because if you use the ebook that's attached to the class, I think it's like 50 bucks, 60 bucks. And that's what you are going to want to do is get access to the book that's through the class. And when you get here, you'll be able to click this link here. It'll bring you to how to register for the book. That's super easy to do. And then you'll have access every time you click that. After that, you'll be able to read the book. But this tells you how to navigate the class and tells you the steps that you need to take to get started. So first thing you're going to want to do when our class finally publishes is you're going to want to click that Start Here button so that you can get started on the coursework. And by the way, if you go to the bottom of that page and you click Next, it actually brings you to the next page, and you can step through using the Next button at the bottom all the way until you get to the first assignment or the first reading that you need to do. So that's the Start Here button. Again, we have the 4 navigation buttons. You'll only have 3 because the class that the Business 88 class only has 3 modules, not 4. The syllabus button will bring you to the syllabus. I think I did set that up right now. So it'll show you the syllabus right here in Canvas. You can read it. If you're uncertain about what I said, it's always right here. The latest version is always right here. You can also download it. So just click that and you can download it to your computer and you can have it there as well. So that's the syllabus on the home page. And then we also have my communication plan. So this is how I plan on communicating with you and how you can communicate with me. I have my phone number in there so you can text me. I have my email address, my direct Chafee email address. But really the best way to communicate with me is to utilize the inbox and what we call Canvas messages. So right here, this little inbox icon all the way to the left. If you select that, it'll open up a way in which you can send me a direct message. And that is something that everybody can see. So the college sees that we're communicating. And I don't know if you've caught wind of something called RSI. It's the whole idea of having regular substantial interaction between the student and the faculty. And this is a way they can gauge it. If you do a direct email to me or a text, which texts are the quickest and fastest way, they don't see that, right? They don't know that you and I are talking. They don't know that you and I are emailing. But if you use the message, Canvas messages right here, then everybody sees it and they know that we are actually interacting. So please use that as much as you can. If it's an emergency, though, text me and we'll get whatever your problems are handled right away. And then next to that is the textbook. So this textbook, you click that once. If you've not registered, it'll step you through registering. If you've registered, it'll take you to the textbook so that you can read it. It's an ebook, so it's linked to the class, and you can read it online and then, go do your assignments after that. And then there's a help button. The help button is just a chance for, again, you to contact me. All my contact information is under the help button. There's also the help desk number, email, as well as the Canvas number. So if you have problems with Canvas, have problems with technology with your page, or anything with the class, you have all the means for which you can contact somebody right there under the help button. There's also a forum in there. So if you reply to the forum, it's ask questions, make comments, everybody can see it. Everybody can interact and talk to you in it. So that's the home page. And when you're ready to get started, like I said, you're going to click the Start Here button and you're going to step through each folder one at a time. You're going to read the welcome. You're going to read my bio. You're going to see the schedule. And then you're going to work your way through. And you're going to see my communication plan. You're going to see my AI policy. You're going to get all the way down till you get to the initial check-in assignment that you have to do the first day of class. And that'll be the last thing in that list that you step through. And make sure you do that right away. That's very important. That initial check-in assignment needs to be done by the end of the first day. And you do not need a textbook to do that or any of that stuff. You just need to get that done. And it's really personal questions about your journey, your education, what you plan on doing, etc. So that's pretty much it. What I'd like to do now then is I'm going to just go into the other class that is set up, and I'll just show you kind of somewhat what your class will look like. So I'm going to go ahead and select module 1. And then here there is a welcome module I was telling you where I have a welcome, bio, schedule, the syllabus, the textbook, my communication plan, my AI plan, student services, all the numbers for that, how to succeed in this course, netiquette policies, and then there's a forum for another discussion forum if you want to ask me questions, and there's a student discussion forum if you want to talk to other students. Kind of a, you can send messages back and forth, but just keep in mind everybody sees all those and both of those folders. There's some quick links for Canvas if you've never done it. And then here is the urgent mandatory check-in assignment. Yours will look exactly like this, and this is something you need to do by the end of the first day. So you'll click that, you'll answer. I might give you guys an extra day because the class isn't up already. So keep that in mind. It's going to be up, and then to do it right away once you can. And then you get into the chapters. So you'll have your chapter reading, and then you'll have your coursework. It'll look very similar. You'll have a quiz, you'll have a homework assignment, and then you'll have a discussion post. And I'll step through all of that. And I'll be doing a video every week, so you'll know what's coming and what's happened. And so this is really just the initial one to introduce myself and to get you started in the class. So tomorrow morning or today, log in. If the class isn't up yet, you won't see it. Keep trying. Once it's up, I'll send everybody an email saying it's up. You can get started. And depending on how long it takes me to get it up, I'll give you that much of an extension to get that first assignment done. So, all right, well, that's it. Have a great first day and be looking forward to hearing from me sometime later today with all the information about getting started. All right, have a good one, and you'll see me also on video next week.